Hello and welcome to Indian Drives. My name is Yash and I welcome you to another episode of SWOT Analysis, where I review cars based on its inner strengths, weaknesses, finding opportunities for the manufacturers to make the car better, and lastly, have a look at the threat that it faces from its rivals. In today's episode of SWOT Analysis, I review the latest launch from Tata Motors, the Tiago iCNG. But before we begin, do not forget to subscribe to our channel so you do not miss out on such interesting automotive content. So without any further ado, let's start with the SWOT analysis with the Tiago's strengths. Tiago's first strength would be its powerful engine. The Tiago CNG is the most powerful hatchback in this segment, not just in the petrol-powered arena, but even with CNG fuel. While running on CNG, it develops 74 horsepower and 95 Newton meters of torque, which is the highest figure in the CNG hatchback segment. The Tiago wears the crown owing to its bigger displacement of the engine. The Tiago is powered by a 1.2-litre 3-cylinder BS6 Revotron engine, while the competition uses smaller engines bearing volumes of 800 and 1000 cc. Tiago's second strength is that it is the widest in segment. Not only is the Tiago the most powerful in the class, it even flaunts its dominance over the dimension figures. The Tiago is the widest in the segment, offering more cabin space than the other competitors. The extra width gives the passengers of the Tiago that extra notch of comfort. Tiago's next strength would be segment-first CNG features. The Tiago iCNG has the capability to ignition the engine with CNG fuel instead of petrol. This is also a segment-first feature to be seen in the CNG segment. Tata also states that with advancement in the ECU and CNG engineering, the Tiago CNG would be able to fill up its CNG tanks faster than other CNG vehicles in the segment. Another strength of the Tata Tiago would be its variants. One of the strongest points of the Tiago is the fact that CNG model is being offered in 4 variants, which means unlike its competitors, you won't have to go with the base CNG variant and miss out on the features of any higher variant. The Tiago CNG is available across its variant range, even the top-end variant, the XC Plus Dual Tone. The Tiago is also the cheapest CNG hatchback in the segment with a starting price of Rs 6.09 lakhs. And the last strength of the Tata Tiago would be its safety features. Speaking of Tata cars and not addressing the safety aspect is an unatoned sin. The Tiago is undoubtedly the safest hatchback in the segment with a 4-star safety rating from the global NCAP. It even gets a 3-star rating for child occupant safety. Further, it gets ABS, EBD, corner braking control and a reverse parking camera. Now that we are aware of all these strengths of the Tata Tiago, let's have a look at few of its weaknesses. One of the weaknesses of the Tata Tiago is its short wheelbase. Although the Tiago is the widest in the class, it loses the game of wheelbase to the Marutis, the WagonR and the Celerio. Both the hatchbacks beat the Tiago by a margin of 35 mm. Tiago's wheelbase stands at 2400 mm, whereas the latter measures 2435 mm. Another weakness of Tata Tiago would be its lesser mileage as compared to the other CNG cars in the segment. The Tiago iCNG delivers a fuel efficiency of 26.49 km per kg, and by no means is it a poor fuel efficiency considering the size of the engine. For a 1200cc engine delivering 74 horsepower with CNG and 84 horsepower with petrol, the fuel efficiency figures are more than respectable. But if you were to compare it with its rivals, in that case, fuel efficiency is not the Tiago's strongest suit. Now that we've seen both the strengths and the weaknesses of the Tata Tiago CNG, let's have a look at few of those opportunities which could make the Tiago better in the future. Tata Tiago's first opportunity would be to improve the quality of materials used in the interiors. The cabin of the Tiago is well laid out and gets a respectable feature list, but certain areas can receive a soft touch of plastic material. It does get soft touches near the door panels, but it would certainly enhance the quality of interiors with more premium materials. Another opportunity for the Tata Tiago can be to improve the vibration levels of the engine. Although the new BS6 Revotron engine is refined to drive and translates the power figure from paper to a driving delight on road, but it does have some vibrations during ignition and idle. And lastly, to the most daunting part of the SWOT analysis review, the threats. Tata Tiago's first threat would be the latest launch from Maruti Suzuki, the Celerio CNG. The Celerio CNG is the latest CNG offering from Maruti Suzuki. They are really banking upon their campaign of being the most fuel efficient CNG hatchback. The Celerio CNG gets a clean fuel efficiency of 35.60 kilometers per kg, and this figure might tempt you to sell off your 350cc bike and buy this 800cc hatchback. Well, jokes apart, the Celerio is only offered in one variant and does miss out on the comprehensive feature list and build quality. Yet there are a lot of loyal consumers who choose Maruti Suzuki for its low cost of ownership and reliability. Tiago's next threat would be the Korean Hyundai Santro CNG. The Santro is the only hatchback in the segment to come with a 4-cylinder engine. However, it still remains smaller than the Tiago at a volumetric capacity of 1000cc as compared to the Tiago's 1200cc engine. With similar pricing and better fuel efficiency, it does pose a threat to the Tiago. And the last threat to the Tiago CNG is the Maruti Suzuki WagonR CNG. The WagonR is the weakest yet the strongest player in the segment. It has the lowest power and torque figures, the smallest wheel size at 13 inches, without any major differences in the pricing when compared to the latter. But even after all the shortcomings, the WagonR has always been a performer in sales figures, mainly due to its low cost of ownership and reliability. The commercial fleet operators contribute significantly to the chunk in sales figures. Hence, it is one of the strongest in the segment while being the weakest on paper. So to conclude this SWOT analysis review of the Tata Tiago CNG, I can confidently say that if you are looking out for a CNG powered hatchback and you don't want to compromise on the power and performance from the engine, the safety and the build quality of the car, and the exciting modern age features, then without a doubt, the Tata Tiago CNG is a perfect match for you. And even the base variant of the Tata Tiago is a perfect choice for buyers who are looking out for a hatchback on a budget. Because not only do you get the performance of this engine, but you also get the strong build quality of the Tata Tiago. But on a different note, if you are really inclined towards the driving cost and the fuel efficiency figures that the rivals have to offer, and the high power figures and the exciting features are not really your criteria before choosing a vehicle, then definitely you can choose from the latter. The other three hatchbacks are an equally good choice. The Celerio CNG offers you the bestest fuel efficiency in the segment, the Hyundai Santro gives you a 4-cylinder 1-liter engine, and the Maruti Suzuki WagonR, well, it's already proven its worth through all these years even with the CNG fitment. So that's all on the Tata Tiago SWOT analysis review for now. Stay tuned to Indian Drives and do subscribe to us so you do not miss out on such interesting automotive content. And if you like this video, do hit the like button, share it with your friends, and let us know in the comment section what are your thoughts on the Tata Tiago CNG. And do you think is it any better than the rivals? Do let us know in the comment section.